All right, preseason started officially on August 1st, so that's we're 10 days into it now. Talk a little bit about what the team has been doing in those 10 days.
So far for the 10 days that we've had, in 2 days we've been installing all of our schemes, offensively, defensively, and special teams, and getting the kids conditioned and ready to play so they can handle the rigors of the season.
Okay, and guys, how's that been as a player to go through those 10 days, the excitement of, getting back into football? How's that been going, Juwan?
Oh, sure. So, we've had plenty of that during the off season, coming in, making sure we had some lifting, whether or not you've been there or not, you still had that time to prepare. But when you get into the preseason, it's more of that excitement because you get ready to test what you know, you're learning new material, and more importantly, you're just getting ready for the upcoming season. So it's always just that excitement and that feeling of getting ready to go.
Okay, now Nick, there was a team camp, overnight camp that you used to prepare a little bit for the preseason. Talk a little bit about how that went.
It went really well. It was a really good time for us as a team to become more of a team, really. It was really good for us to meet the freshmen, get to see the new talent coming in, and it was really good for us as a team to learn the install, as Coach talked about before, and learn more of the plays that we have to do, the new stuff we're learning, and just the things we got to get better at.
Okay, now last year for the team was a very successful season. The team set a lot of offensive records, went into the playoffs. It was a real return to glory, so to speak, for the team. Do you think you can get back to that or actually continue that again this season? Coach will let you start that.
Absolutely, that's the expectation. Year in and year out, we want to be a team that wins consistently in the playoffs, and the expectations are the same for this team. We're really excited about the kids that we have this year, and the kids last year, they're gone. They're not coming back. They're not going to be able to help us out this year. And we're excited about the kids we have this season, and it's their turn to step up and leave their mark on the program.
Okay, and then we'll start with Juwan on this one. Now, last year, obviously, like he mentioned, there were some players that did some really good things, and I think there were, a little over 20 players who graduated. That seems a little scary, but how are you adjusting to the loss of those, 20 players?
Well, a lot of the seniors that left last year, they've been with me since I was a freshman, such as Frank Girk and whatnot. These people left lasting impressions on me. So a lot of that has molded me into a fantastic football player where I want to go ahead and give it everything that I have. So with this upcoming season, I'm just going to do what I've been doing and putting my all inside every play so that I can get the best outcome possible.
Okay, now Nick, talk a little bit about what position you play and what some of those goals that you have that will impact the team this season.
I play an offensive left tackle and defensive end. Last year we set a big benchmark with school record of rushing yards, offensive yards in total, and this year we have a really big goal of setting, not just coming close to that, but breaking that record again, helping John Abrams get to beating Rodell's record, and hopefully having great success in the season.
Okay, and then Coach, what are some goals that the team has this year?
First, every year the goal starts off with beating the team across the river, and that's Hawken. That's goal number one, year in and year out. It's important to these guys, important to the school and the program, and making the playoffs. Those are the two goals that we kind of set for ourselves, and that's the benchmark that we would try to hit every season. Anything after that just becomes a bonus, but those are the two things we try to focus on at the beginning of every year.
Okay, and now to the two players, you've been a part of the program. Obviously, this is your 4th year here, so you've seen some years where you haven't made the playoffs, and last year you got a taste of that. So what are you doing to ensure that we make the playoffs again this year?
Well, it was a great success last year, as we said, and it was a lot of fun going as far as we did. And I think we're all putting the time in right now, and we're all really working hard to try and get back where we were and even have greater success than we did last year.
And then also coming from there, I think a big difference that really impacted our team was the motivation and the encouragement that the seniors put out that made it so that everyone else wanted to keep trying and do their best as well. So I think a huge element is going to be keeping that team morale up and making sure that everyone knows that this was the expectation and that's what we're going to reach.
Okay, and then one last question. August 30th, the home opener, happens to be against a team we have a lot of history with. Last year, they beat us the first time around, then the Lancers knocked them out of the playoffs. So what are your expectations for that first game?
Yeah, they've gone for us this year, but we're putting in a lot of hard work and we're going to come at them hard.
We're going to work hard, prepare, and see what happens.
And then Coach, one last question for you. Talk a little bit about the two players that are sitting next to you, as well as the rest of the guys that are in the program, what they mean to you, what they mean for the school.
These are great kids. I came in 4 years ago, so this is the first group that I've had all the way through as freshmen for my first year. So there's a soft spot in my heart for these guys. These guys have stuck it out and went through the rough times. And Nick and Juwan have really stepped up as leaders, both on and off the field. They do a tremendous job in the classroom, in the weight room, and leading us in practice. So I have the utmost respect for everything that they've been able to do the last 4 years. And I'm just excited to see what their senior season is going to unfold and look like. And as far as the rest of the team, the kids work hard. We have a great group of kids that really, truly do work hard and give us 100% effort. And that's all we can ask for. And hopefully we put them in the right position to be successful. And we'll come out and we'll see what happens.
All right, well, good luck.
Thank you.